Welcome back to K-Astrology, and if you're new here, welcome. My name is Cailin, and on this channel I post monthly tarot pick a card predictions, and I do monthly horoscope videos for all 12 signs. Today I have 4 groups as per usual, and we've got the first group having the amethyst crystal, group 2 I have my lemon quartz crystal, group 3 I have amazonite, and for group 4 I have rose quartz. I'm going to pause the video now, but I just want to make sure you guys are nice and relaxed. Take 3 deep, long breaths before you choose, and I will pause the video now. Hi group 4, for those of you who chose the amethyst crystal. I have a new tarot deck today and a new oracle deck, so I'm really excited to use these ones. I just want to let you know that my cat is laying down right here and he's going to pop his head up any moment, so we'll just see how long we go before Franklin shows his face. Okay, let's see. Oh, you guys, what's going on? Oh, this makes me a little bit anxious for you because you guys are anxious, but hopefully we can turn all of that around. So for the tarot cards today, I have 5 of Swords, I have the Devil reversed, and I have Strength reversed. I am happy to see that the Devil card is reversed, I'll say that much. But basically what I'm getting from you guys is that someone is being petty and someone needs to be humbled. Now that could be you guys, or it could be someone in your life, and I'm going to say someone who has authority over you. So it could be a boss or manager or a superior, or it could actually be a parent figure as well. I want to say father type energy or father figure, but it could also be your mum who's really, really strict and, you know, not letting you make your own choices. And this is really throwing off your emotional security. So for my astrology cards, I have Saturn reversed. I have the Capricorn card. Just bear in mind that Saturn is the natural ruler of Capricorn. And then I have the 8th house reversed. And you can see here that it says, I transform. So there's a bit of resistance going on. I feel like you guys are going through some kind of metamorphosis or some kind of transformation. And there's someone around you who is really holding you back from taking that one last step before, you know, the butterfly leaves the cocoon, or the caterpillar leaves the cocoon and transforms into the butterfly. But, you know, with the Devil card being reversed, I do see that obstacles and challenges are being lifted, and I feel as though for you guys, this is because you've had some kind of epiphany or sudden realization where you're realizing that you can't let other people's opinion of you or their expectations of you hold you back from becoming the person that you need to become. With the Strength card reversed, your self-confidence has taken a few knocks, and you know, you're trying to find the power to really step into this 2.0 version of you. And at the beginning, when I said, you know, that there's pettiness around you and someone needs to be humbled, I'm feeling like there's a lot of bickering going back and forth, and maybe it's you and this parent or you and this authority figure. For some of you, this is you arguing with, you know, the little voices in your head, which is really just your ego that's saying, I'm not good enough, you're not good enough, you can't do this, you know, who do you think you are, revealing or unveiling this new 2.0 version of you. There's a lot of self-doubt, and again, this is either coming from someone in your life who has some kind of position of authority over you, or it's coming from you guys. See my new oracle deck. Purification, emotional cleansing, and rejuvenation. This is the new card, the new deck, by the way. And this goes really nicely together with my Scorpio card for the 8th house. Definitely you guys need to do some kind of emotional cleansing, because you've got a really strong grip on the mask that you're wearing. It's like this facade, especially with this Capricorn energy. I'm feeling like a lot of you have Capricorn in your chart, whether that's sun, moon, or rising, or even some of you have Mars in Capricorn, because that can have a very strong effect on your overall personality. If that's not you, that's fine. But having, you know, said all this, you are someone who always likes to be in control and in the driver's seat, and you do like to follow the rules. And that's why this authoritative figure or parental figure having a hold over you because of their traditions and your culture, cultural background, or the structure within which you either abide by in the workplace or that which you grew up with, that's what's making you hesitate to really switch gears and break free from this energy which you're in, which is honestly, group 1, on the precipice of an enormous transformation. But, you know, you really just need to not cut ties with these people, but step into your own power. And that's really what the Strength card is about. It's about reclaiming your own power and not letting others have a hold over you. Again, together with the Devil card reversed. I'm just going to show you what they look like upright, because they're so beautiful. I'm just quietly very obsessed with this deck. Okay, so these were reversed. The shackles are coming off. You are reclaiming your power, but there is going to be a last push. Okay, so with the 5 of Swords card, pick your battles and, you know, choose them wisely, but utilize these weapons, utilize these swords here to cut. Oh, I scared my cat. I wish you could see that. Anyway, to cut away the remaining tethers to these people who have a hold over you. You will be victorious, as indicated by this beautiful crow here, and it will make other people unhappy. So I just want to warn you that unfortunately, there's no way to really do this peacefully. It's either they keep having a hold over you, or you reclaim your power and they get put offside by you stepping into your own power and into that energy where, you know, you're holding the reins and not them. But it has to be done. You guys, you need to put yourself first, group number 1. I refuse to give up because I haven't tried all possible ways. Don't give up, group number 1. I know a lot of you are kind of at the end of the road with whatever situation you're in, and it's really, you know, bogging you down, and it is making it hard to transform. But there are, obviously, as indicated by the card, other things that you can try. Again, they are not going to go smoothly. That's just what I'm getting from the cards and from this energy. But, you know, you don't have to go in guns blazing, and you don't need to, once again, cut ties with anyone. There's a way to reclaim your power in a respectful manner, which, yes, might get other people's noses out of joint, but it doesn't have to disrupt the relationship irreparably. There are other ways forward, group number 1. Mother Earth. Feel loved and comforted. So 2 of these cards jumped out. Guardian Angel, you are not alone. Okay, so you got some extra cards today, group number 1. Whoever you've lost in your life, whether that's a a Mother Earth here, or some kind of warm, nurturing, feminine energy. Honestly, it could be male or female, but I just get this like nurturing, warm feeling from whoever it is that's passed on. She's here to help you, and she just wants you to know that you are not alone. And when you see feathers, especially white feathers, you can think of her, because that's like her flashing a business card and saying, I'm here, you're loved, you're not alone, and she's going to help you with these situations. Okay, now we've got third eye chakra, and you can see up the top here it says number 6. So the number 6 is all about love and harmony. There goes my cat. Love and harmony. And with the third eye, which is located here, this is all about you getting back in touch with your intuition. You actually have really strong intuition, group number 1. Now he's eating. You guys, you can take that as you're either the lucky group or the chosen group. But anyway, group number 1, third eye chakra, get back in touch with your intuition. You are doing that now, which is fantastic. But look out for signs. Look out for feathers. Look out for repeating numbers, 111, 333, quadruple 1, and 444 as well. Because when you have an intuitive thought or a desire, an inclination to do something differently or to take some kind of action, when you see those repeating numbers or feathers, like this one here, that is confirmation that you're on the right track. I do feel like, you guys you're quite emotional, but with this Scorpio energy, with the 8th house here, you really like to keep that locked down. You don't really like to open up to people, and that's what's been such a struggle for you, especially lately, because there's actually no one that you can really talk to about what you're going through with these challenges, these obstacles, or these people who just don't see eye to eye with you, and it really is putting you offside. But you actually really need to talk to someone about it, group 1. For every single person watching, there is at least one person in your life that you can talk to. And even if it's someone that you haven't reached out to for a very long time, this person would still be really happy to hear from you. And it could be, for a lot of you, it could be a sibling or best friend or family member. But for some of you who feel like your inner circle has reduced and reduced and reduced, especially shown by this Capricorn energy, there is someone, a very old friend who you used to be very close with, who you've been umming and ahhing about reaching out to them. Do it. Reach out to them. You don't have to reach out to them to unload your emotional baggage or your woes onto them, but there is a person here that you can reconnect with, and that's really going to help you in the long run, especially with making this transformation that you are heading towards. Now I've got new moon in Aries. It's time to take action. Yes, definitely group 1. It's time to reclaim your power. It's time to step up into the fiery energy. Some of you are Aries or Leos, sun, moon, or risings. Or if that's not in your chart, you need to step up and step into this energy of, hey, this is me, and I don't give a damn what you think, because I've got things from here. I've got things under control, and I don't need you to tell me anymore what it is that I need to be doing with my life, because Aries, first sign in the zodiac, you're looking out for number 1. No one's going to look out for you the way that you look out for you. And you know what? You're group number 1 as well. How about that, guys? You guys are very independent people. Don't get me wrong. You're super, super independent, but you just can't, look up to every single person who has some kind of authority or seniority over you, and go along with what they're saying without questioning things and without, questioning whether that's right for you. Now, your crystal action card is Iolite. Shift your money mindset. All right, I feel like people are telling you how to invest or invest your money, whether that's in, assets or property, or for some of you, it's people in your life saying, you're on a good wicket right now and don't give up your day job. Don't give up the job that you have, which is giving you such a great salary currently, because you're not going to make that money if you go off and do your own thing, or if you switch jobs or switch industries. And, for some of you that will result in taking a pay cut. Shift your money mindset, group number one. You don't need to do everything by the book. Go off the beaten track, not to, use cliches here, but seriously, get off the beaten track and go it alone. Do it. You do you. You guys, you know what's up. Again, a lot of you have Capricorn energy here. You guys know what's up with money, okay? I know my Capricorns. So lastly, I have the animal totem card, which is the cobra. I'm just going to grab the handbook here and I'm going to read out the description for the cobra. And you know what? The cobra is actually of the fire element in this particular deck. Oops. Okay. Pausing, waiting, the inner teacher. The cobra represents a teacher or spiritual guardian. The cobra hovers and watches, ever present, ever protecting, ever loving. The essence of the cobra is found deep within us in the form of the inner teacher and manifests externally in those special guides who've led us along our path. What would it feel like to be a student again? What are you ready to learn? Remember the old saying, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. When in balance, a student of life, humble and wise. There you go, about what I said with the humbling at the beginning of the video. When out of balance, know-it-all and egocentric. To bring into balance, taking a class and study. Okay, group number one, that was your reading for December 2020. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. If you'd like to see more content from me, please subscribe to the K-Astrology channel. I'll see you guys next time and have a great December. Hi group 2, for those of you who chose the lemon quartz crystal. I have new cards today, so I'm really excited for you guys to see them. This is the new oracle deck. Look how pretty that is on the back here. So this one says amethyst, transformation, certainty, and confidence. That really ties in with the lemon quartz and the solar plexus. I feel like this reading is going to be a lot about finding what sparks your inner joy and your inner child. And on that note, today I decided to kind of dress like a pixie or like a fairy. So yeah, you guys get in touch with your inner child. Let's see what else we've got here. So in your tarot cards, we've got the Nine of Wands reversed, the Emperor, and Death reversed. Don't freak out about the Death card. It's about transformation, which is funny because that's what it was for group 1 as well. Yep, here we go. 5th house. This is all about creativity, and the 5th house is ruled by the sun and associated with Leo. And this is really about doing what makes you happy. We've got the 1st house here, so this is about you and really leaning into your passions and getting inspired again. I have the Taurus card here. along with the Sagittarius card reversed. So let's just unpack all of this. A lot of you will be a Taurus or Sagittarius sun, moon, or rising, or Aries or Leo sun, moon, or rising. If not, it doesn't matter. These are the energies which will be jumping out for you in the month of December. So group number 2, you are similarly to group 1, resisting a transformation. But this one, for this reading, just in case some of you are watching both, this reading is not about someone else impeding that transformation. This is about you guys not fully stepping into what it is that you're trying to create here. Now, a lot of you have had a new responsibilities at work. You've created your own business, or you've recently taken on a lot more responsibility. Some of you have just become parents and you are kind of struggling with the transition from all the freedom and independence that you had pre-children and, you know, the responsibilities that you have now, and, you know, not being able to dedicate as much time as what you would want to. So with the first house here and the 5th house, the first house is you and the 5th house represents children. They represent a lot of other things in astrology, but you know, there's just this delicate dance here in December, at the very least, might even be longer, about putting yourself first. This is for people who don't have children. So putting yourself first and getting in touch with your inner child and your inner creativity, and really just going for it, just, you know, absorbing yourself in the creative and artistic delights of that which you enjoyed when you were a child. Now, for some of you who have become parents recently, or you're parents now, you have a lot of responsibilities towards your children, obviously, but for some reason you're struggling with it now. For those of you who are about to become parents, or you've just become parents, that's that adjustment phase. And for those of you who have kids who are older, you are having to put a lot of attention onto one or more of your children at this point in time. And that is just, you know, it's really hard for you guys at the moment to set up routines and structure. And I feel like, you know, some of you with the Sagittarius reverse card, having kids who are just being really rambunctious, and some of them are wanting to relocate abroad for those who are a bit older, and you really need to let that go and let that happen, especially with this death card reversed. You need to allow this transformation either for your child to occur, whether that's moving abroad or going against the grain and making some kind of decision which is outlandish and you know, breaking with your belief systems, whether that's, you know, worldly, religious, philosophical, or whatever. Allow them to become who they're destined to become. And I just want to say, group 2, I know that this reading's a little bit all over the place, and that's because it is a general reading and there's different messages for different people. So for those of you who don't have children and you're not about to become parents, you have a last push or challenge before you step into the authority of being the Emperor. So with this 9 of Wands card reversed, you are really struggling with the obstacles and the challenges which have been placed in front of you, and you're wondering whether you're ever going to make this switch or make this change occur. Again, could be starting your own business, or, you know, a passion project, creative project, or hobby, or whatever. With the Nine of Wands card, it's really about having one final challenge before we reach completion. And with the Nine of Wands reversed, this challenge or obstacle is kind of elusive in nature. It's hard to pin down. You've done all the right things, you've taken all the right steps, and you're like, why isn't this working for me? I've followed the book, I've done everything the way that I was meant to do it, and it's just not, eventuating or, reaching fruition the way that you thought that it would. Now, with your daily affirmation card, we have I can and I will. For those of you who have young children or you're about to become a parent, you can adjust to the lifestyle, you will adjust to the lifestyle. Don't question it, don't look backwards. I know that, you don't want to admit when you're having kids that you might have misgivings or doubts about whether you'll be a good enough parent, whether they'll listen to me, or whether, I'll raise them right. And that could be because you have issues with your father or with a parental figure in your life. Don't question it. And for those of you whose children are a little bit older, if they are making decisions which are no longer in your control, if they're legally of age, you can adjust and you will adjust, and they will be okay. You can let go. They're ready to fly out of the nest, and that's a natural part of life. Now we've got Shapeshifter, transform and unveil your gifts. Group 2, no matter whether you have kids or not, this is really about you this is really about you tapping into that inner child, and you can still have children and have your own independent life. If you have a creative project or a passion project that you've been working on, it's very, very close to completion. You are super close to being able to release that out into the world. And with the Taurus card here, this is about stability and structure. It is going to be stable. It will bring you a stable income. You will have stability in your financial situation. You will have stability in your family, and you will be able to hold on to your own independent character. You are you, group number 2. I didn't mean to make that rhyme, but I just want to emphasize that, children or not, whatever career you're in or about to move into, you're still you. You can reinvent yourself at any time, at any moment. Do you think I dress up like a pixie fairy every day of the week? No. If you look at any other of my readings, you'll be like, what the hell? But group number 2, you get to define your life, who you are, and who you're becoming, the same way that your children will get that choice as well. Now for the Oracle card, I have Sacrifice, which is essentially my Hanged Man card in a traditional tarot deck, that is. This is about shifting perspective and surrendering to the process, surrendering to the changes which are out of your control, okay? With the Death card here, you can't control everything, group number 2. You simply can't, and you can't control other people's decisions around you, whether that's your children or anyone in your life, your partner, anyone that you work with or your family. You need to make a sacrifice here, and the sacrifice is your tightly held grip and the control over your own life and over your children. I'm not calling you controlling group number 2. I'm simply saying that you have the right to your own independent character, as does every single other person around you. And recognizing that and allowing for that to come through in others the same way that you want it to come through in you, it is a sacrifice that you have to make, and it does require perspective shift. Cardinal Moon. Be bold and make the first move. Make the first move with your passion projects, with your creative projects and your interests and your hobbies. If you want to start a business on the side, it doesn't matter what your responsibilities are, you know, if you do have children or not, or if you're in a really demanding job at work and your boss expects a lot of you, you can still make something happen on the side. You can have a side hustle. You can, you know, start an Instagram page for something that you're interested in. It doesn't need to be this carefully curated plan which has, you know, 12 steps until you make it big. You can do things just for fun, group 2. And I think that, you know, you guys have forgotten that a little bit. This card here, amethyst, transformation, certainty, and confidence. It's funny that transformation is such a huge theme in this particular reading, group number 2, but, you know, as much as this card says confidence and certainty are key, you can move forward with a plan with full confidence, but also with the agility to pivot. You can be certain about the path that you're on, and then something unexpected comes your way and you can change, you can transform. You know, a lot of you are wanting to just, like the ram in my Aries card here, just bulldoze ahead in a straight line and get to where you're going and get to the finish line. There will be some bumps on the road. It's not going to be straightforward, group number 2. But just remember, like all good Aries, whether you're an Aries or not, you can and you will get there. You will get through this difficult period and moment in time of which you're currently in. Okay, your crystal card is Shungite. Detox your life. I feel like there's some responsibilities that you do have that you can let go of. You might be involved in some kind of community work or some kind of organization or something that you started up which was for fun, and you might feel like people are relying on you, group number 2, because you promised that you would carry out these tasks or these duties, but, you know, drop one. Okay, with the 9 of Wands here, drop one of these responsibilities. If you're not into it anymore, you don't need to keep going with it. I know I have Taurus energy here, which means that when you guys make a promise, you need to stick to it. But honestly, if you're doing too many sports every week, if you're part of groups that aren't tickling your fancy anymore, if you know, told a friend that you'd go to yoga with them every week and you just can't fit it into your commitments, it's okay to lessen your load, group number 2. Your priorities have shifted and that's completely fine. But once your priorities shift, so do the material things in your life. You can't keep up with the Joneses and do all the things that you are currently doing and not head for some kind of mental or physical or emotional breakdown. You're heading towards exhaustion by how many responsibilities you've got on your plate. So shift your responsibilities, change your priorities. They've already changed. You just need to tweak things and make that be in alignment with what you've already decided up here. Now lastly, group 2, I have your animal totem card, which is the dragonfly. I'm going to read out the description from the handbook. I do love this card though. They're not in order, just bear with me. Oh, okay. Master of light, illusion and the mind. The dragonfly is an ancient and ethereal creature that awakens a sense of wonder in all. The dragonfly is a symbol of the mind, as it is always moving, shifting, shimmering, and changing. When the dragonfly card appears, it's worth considering the quality of your mind and your perception. Are they restless or still, dreamlike or crystal clear? The situation at hand may be different than it appears at first glance. The dragonfly reminds us to calm the mind so the light of wisdom can shine through. When in balance, sees clearly, joyful, magical. When out of balance, can't concentrate and busy mind. To bring into balance, focus on the breath. Well, group 2, that's all I have for you for your December 2020 predictions. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. If you'd like to see more content from me at Cailin, please subscribe to my channel. I'll see you next time, group 2. Enjoy your December 2020. Hi, group 3, for those of you who chose the Amazonite crystal. I have some new tarot cards and oracle cards today, so I'm super excited for you guys to see them. My oracle card, I have Ganesha, clearing away obstacles, protection, and guidance. These colors are really the theme of this whole reading today, I might add. So, I've got Libra, Waxing Gibbous reversed, the Hierophant reversed, Hierophant reversed, 5 of Wands reversed, and Page of Swords reversed. No, I didn't show you my new cards. Let's give you a look-see at those. Oh, hang on. There you go. This is the Crow Tarot deck for anyone who's wondering. I just love the imagery. Now that I've spent a minute talking about my new deck, we'll get into your reading. So, you guys have a great idea, and this is for a creative project, and you have too many people giving their opinions, and I feel like you guys, I didn't even notice Libra. A lot of you are Libra Sun, Moon, or Risings. Dear Libra, or those of you who are in Libra energy, please stop asking people for their opinion, especially on your creative projects and on something that you are creating, because it's totally and utterly confusing you. And I hate to say this, but I don't feel like this is friends in your life. I feel like it could be a colleague or someone that you've casually mentioned it to. You have such great ideas, Libra. Before I get into the point I want to make, I just want to say you guys have really great ideas, and you know, Libras don't get enough credit for how analytical they are, being an air sign, and how creative they are, being ruled by Venus. Again, you don't have to be a Libra Sun, Moon, or Rising for this reading to resonate. You're in Libra energy right now, which is what I've just described. So some of you are experiencing people in your peripheral rip off your idea, or at the very least, they're trying to put their stamp on it. And you know, this really isn't gelling with your aesthetic and with your creative vision. This could be you in a partnership with someone else, whether that's someone trying to go into business with you or form some kind of alliance with you, or it could be at work where you're on a team project, or you know, some of you are still at school or university. Just, you know, bunk it down with your ideas, group number 3, because they're excellent. Your mind is crystal clear, and people are recognizing this, and they are watching you and watching what you're doing and trying to glean ideas off of your creative genius and your creative intelligence. So if you have someone, group number 3, who is always asking you for your hot take on a situation, or asking you what you did, or they're like, oh, can I see your work? Like, I'm really stuck with this. Don't show them your work, because you're literally like, they're siphoning your creative juices, group number 3. And like, I'm worried about it. I'm worried about it. You know, just, they've got to stay in their lane, group number 3. Again, Ganesha, we have protection and guidance, clearing away obstacles. Ganesha is going to help protect you, group number 3, and she's here to give you guidance. And you know, you've just got to be mindful about who's in your peripheral and who is listening in the wings of your conversations, or even if you're in a friendship group and there's someone who always remains silent and you don't trust that when someone's in a group situation, you're like, why don't you speak up? What are you, taking notes on what I'm saying? They are taking notes on what you're saying. Be careful, group number 3. With this 5 of Wands in reverse, again, I'm just going to show it to you upright. You can see that these 5 crows are battling it out with each other. And look, they all have different colored wands. And, you know, you guys fly high. Stay up the top, group number 3. You don't need other people's input. You have clarity of mind. I'll say it one last time. Your ideas are just great. Don't worry about other people's. And with the Hierophant being in reverse, I feel like there's someone in your life who's being really preachy. And this is the person that you need to watch out for. The preachy person that's around you who, you know, acts like they've got it all under control. They're the ones who are being kind of sneaky and, you know, watching your social media. If you have Instagram and you're posting to your Insta story, and you are a creative type, just bear in mind this is a general reading, so this isn't for everyone. But, you know, if you're noticing someone who's always like watching your stories, but they never respond to anything, they never like, they never comment, they're not giving you encouragement, that's another energy that you need to be watching out for, because that's very Page of, oh my God, I can't even pick it up. That's very Page of Swords reversed energy, where someone's kind of like, I don't want to use the word spying, but I've already used it. So yeah, someone's kind of spying on what you're doing, and they're just keeping tabs on you. It doesn't all have to be for a creative project. This could just even be how you express yourself, how you, you know, go about socializing and making connections. Someone's taking notes off of you, and I don't like it. I just don't like it. So we've got, for your daily affirmation card, I am one with the wind, the trees, and the sky. So this is taking me back to what I was saying at the beginning with, you don't need other people's opinions. You know, you've got it under wraps. Just don't second guess yourself. And with the waxing gibbous reversed, which says here, alignment, refinement, nurture, patience, and evolution. Just have patience that your ideas will come to fruition. You just need to see them out. What is kind of misunderstood, I think, in astrology is that Libras can be not just indecisive, but impatient, because once they have an idea or an aesthetic or a creative vision in mind, they just want to communicate it and get the ball rolling, and they want to brainstorm the idea. But, you know, just don't worry about being so perfectionistic. Just have a bit more patience, group number 3. Animal guardian, trust your instincts. I don't think I even need to expand on this further, but, you know, this is tying into everything that I'm saying here. Trust your instincts, don't trust other people's. And I just want to say, group 3, you know, these negative energies that I've been referring to, it doesn't need to be someone who is malicious. I'm not saying you have to go and cut off friends or cut off people. You know, sometimes we have fantastic ideas and we get really excited about sharing them, especially if you're a Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra sun, moon, or rising. Anyone who's a chatty Cathy, you're like, I had this amazing idea and I really want to share it with you. And you're so used to inviting people's opinions or getting a discussion going. And again, this person or these people, they don't need to have ill intent or, you know, malicious hidden motives. Some of them just flatly have kind of crappy ideas and they're just trying to pile their ideas onto your creative vision, and that's really going to diverge from the initial vision that you had in mind, which trust your instincts with it. You don't need other people's input. It's perfect the way that it is. Even if it's not ready to, it's not complete or whatever, what you have in mind is perfect. Don't change it, group number 3. Now for your oracle cards. Partnerships and alliances, and it's reversed. This reading is just, it's all in flow. This card kind of is saying that there are people who are, I don't think that they're bad people. It's just that, they're jealous. This is jealous energy. Page of Swords reversed is a jealous energy. 5 of Wands is people kind of mentally sparring with you, and they want their idea to prevail because they get a kick out of being right. And because you guys are such kind and caring people, you always listen to others and you always accept other people's advice and opinions. Yes, you don't always take it, which is great. Keep doing that. But, just stick to your guns, and don't be shy to say to someone who's trying to, expand on your idea or tell you to redirect it. Don't be shy to say to them, thanks, but I got it. I'm actually really happy with what I'm doing. I'm just going to leave it as it is. I don't think any more changes need to be made. You don't need to accept other people's crap, group number 3. You guys are such good listeners. You always give other people a chance, but, it's your turn to be listened to only when you are ready to speak without receiving some kind of improvement or criticism on whatever it is that you're saying. Now, for the other oracle card, because I had 2 jump out instead of just 1, I have memories of love. What I get from this card is that this is you holding your idea, which I'm going to call a baby. And you can see these other energies which are trying to come in, but you've got this one held tight and held close. And this card was upright. So really lean into that, group number 3. Maybe some of you are going to watch this and be like, oh, but there's no one who's like trying to impose their ideas. Maybe it's you simply questioning whether your idea is the right one, because you have a lot of different ideas. It is the right one, group number 3. Don't deviate from the trajectory that you're on. The idea that you have been pursuing thus far is the right one. You don't need to keep second guessing things and overthinking things. And I know a lot of you guys have analysis paralysis, and I get that. I really do. Now, full moon in Leo. Don't let pride get in your way. This is an interesting one because I don't feel like you guys are proud people. I don't think anyone would ever describe you as a proud person. What I get from this is that you are very attached to your persona. And I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean it as in you are so attached to being the accommodating one, the nice one, the person who doesn't rock the boat and who is a great mediator and non-confrontational. And that's great. That really, it really is. Obviously, I don't want you guys to be people pleasers, but don't let your attachment to how you want other people to perceive you to get in the way of you putting your foot down and being like, hey, enough is enough, cut it out. You guys, don't be afraid to snap if you have to. I'm not saying jump down people's throat, but someone's not listening in your life, or you're not speaking up. So be bold like a Leo would be bold, and just be like, that's it. This is where I'm at. Thank you, but no thanks. Wow, I don't know where all that came from. Your crystal card is Chrysocolla. Start fresh. I don't want you guys to walk away from this reading regretting conversations that you've had, or being like, damn, I shouldn't have said that to that person and now they're going to go and steal my idea. No, I'm happy to say that whatever information you have shared up until this point, it hasn't been enough that someone can go and rip off your idea and go and make, you know, like a multi-million-dollar company with it. You guys can start fresh. You don't need to worry that you've said too much, but if you continue as you are going, then you will be in that energy, group number 3. Now, lastly, your animal totem is the deer. I'm just going to read this one out for you. It's not in order. It's not in alphabetical order, so you guys will just have to bear with me. Oh my God. Okay. Deer. Loving, intuitive, graceful, the mother. The deer represents the feminine aspects of earth energy. This energy is available to all creatures regardless of gender, but is especially potent in new parents. During the first few days, they are fully present, nurturing and calm. Their inner beauty radiates and a sense of grace calms the room. A deer personality affects others in this way, drawing them toward a quiet tenderness. The deer card may appear when a birth or celebration of new life draws near, or when a situation calls for absolute gentleness and compassion. When in balance, receptive, compassionate and nurturing. When out of balance, concerned and protective. To bring into balance, nature and children. Obviously, this card is, you know, blatantly referring to being parents, being children, but I'm going to reinterpret that as you being the parent of your own creative idea and your own creative project, or even a business that you're creating, group number 3. Well, that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to Cailin if you want to see more content from me. Well, group 3, enjoy your December 2020, and I'll see you next time. Hi, group 4, for those of you who chose the rose quartz crystal. Matchy today. So we've got some new tarot cards and a new oracle deck, which I'm really excited about. But nonetheless, for your tarot cards today, we have Judgment, the 6 of Cups, 3 of Wands, and the 2 of Cups. I'm really excited. I'm really excited about this. Ooh, there's a lot that's coming in for you guys, a lot of planning going on, and something that you've been manifesting, that you've been pulling into you. Now, for my astrology cards, I've got the trine and the 12th house, which says I surrender. So before I get into it, this is my new oracle card, and we have Winter's End, regeneration, rebirth, and positive outcome. Okay, yeah, this is looking really good for you guys, group number 4. So you guys are you've either manifested a new relationship into your life, or friendship, or like an alliance or a partnership, or the partnership, marriage, relationship, whatever that you're in is going really well, and you guys are making a lot of plans together. So with the 2 of Cups here, this talks to me about spiritual union and relationships. All right, so again, that's where I'm picking up all of this from, about your relationships, your friendships. And with the 3 of Wands, either the partnerships or relationships that you're in are going well and you guys are making exciting plans together, or Some of you are on the cusp of entering into a new relationship or friendship or partnership. So the Three of Wands energy is all about your ships coming in, okay? So with this particular card, we can see that the crow is perched high on some kind of rocky terrain, and then we've got the water here in the background, and we can sort of see the ship here as well. So yeah, some of you have been single for a while, or you've had a lot of short relationships, or just relationships that didn't really work out and they just weren't the one. But you know, you have some kind of fated connection coming in for you, group number 4. And in December, we've actually got some eclipses, so it is eclipse season. So you do have fated events which are coming your way, which is super exciting. Now with the Judgment card here, which is essentially my Pluto card, you can see the symbol of Pluto there. These are fated connections and fated relationships, and they are going to bring you a lot of happiness, group number 4. So with my 6 of Cups card here, the 6 of Cups talks about nostalgic energy, and it can even be people from your past. So for some of you, it will be a brand new relationship. For others of you, this will be someone who you've been acquainted with for quite some time. There might have been someone that you went to school with, or someone from your childhood, whether you guys got disconnected from one another, or someone moved away. I feel like this person is moving back towards you, and therefore you can give this relationship a crack for the first time, or a fresh start. I feel like for some of you, it was like a childhood love story where, you know, you were too young and dumb for it to be serious, but there is a new love on the horizon for you, group number 4. And again, for those of you who are already happily in a relationship, whether it's long-term or you simply know that you've met the one, you guys are making some solid plans for the future. And whatever plans these are, you know, they're going to go well, especially with this trine energy here. This is a beneficial aspect in astrology and says fluency, ease, talent, development. It does have a couple of negative ones here, but I'm not getting that from this reading, so I'm not going to read it out. Now with the 12th house energy, some of you are Pisces, sun, moon, or rising, or the person whom this reading pertains to is a Pisces, sun, moon, or rising. Doesn't have to be the case. If it's not, this simply speaks about unconditional love. This is such a beautiful reading. I don't really do love readings on this channel, but when these cards jump out at me, you know, you can't ignore the messages that are coming through. And coincidentally, this does happen to be the rose quartz group. And you know, the rose quartz is all about the heart chakra. So, you know, your heart chakra is wide open, or it's becoming more and more open as we go along. Now, your daily affirmation is, I am mindful at all times and live only within each moment I have. Okay. I know you guys are all excited about planning the future, and that's great. But don't forget to focus on the present moment. And with this card here, Winter's End, regeneration, rebirth, and positive outcome, a lot of you are coming out of some kind of difficult situation or hiatus. For some of you, you might have suffered a pretty devastating heartbreak or end to a relationship. And, you know, manifesting this relationship or being open to love again, it's been a real journey for you, group number 4. For others of you, you know, there's been real tests in your relationship and there's been obstacles. And I feel like for a lot of you, you or your partner was sick at one point, and that really tested your relationship, okay? But whatever ill health or sickness there was in the relationship, and it doesn't have to be physical or an operation, could be mental illness as well. It was fated in nature, okay, with this judgment card here and with the Pluto symbol. Pluto in astrology represents psychology, sex, and anything which is deep and hidden beneath the surface. So, you know, whatever it is that one of you went through and which tested you as a couple together, it was fated in nature, but fortunately, group number 4, you or them, and certainly you two as a couple, have unpacked the situation and you have really worked on yourself, and you know, you've gone deep into the psychology behind the impacts that this ill health in any sense of the word has had on yourself, on them, and on you as a whole in your relationship. Now, your oracle card is Lord, take charge with authority. And we also have Solitude reversed. Okay, with these two cards, I just want to say that, you know, you don't have to go it alone. If you or yourself or your partner, one of you's sort of more excited about this new chapter that you're planning than the other person, you can take the reins, group number 4. You can take charge with authority. They will follow suit, and not in an obedient way where, you know, they're codependent or whatever. I'm trying to say here that, you know, you guys are moving into the next chapter of your life. And if one of you has taken a bit of a back seat, let the other person step up to the plate. That could be you or that could be them, and the other person will come around. Just give it time and, you know, allow that shift in perspective to really take place, group 2, because I feel like you guys are really on the same page. And I just want to say, for those of you who are single and watching this reading, this is about coming out of your little bat cave, okay? Coming out of the quiet solitude of your home or your bedroom and getting yourself back out there, whether that's, you know, dressing up and going out with friends, or getting onto a dating app, you know, or asking someone out. Don't be afraid to be the first person to ask someone out. You don't always have to be asked. Forget gender roles or whatever it is that you're used to. Be bold, make the first move, and stop waiting for other people to come and find you in your little hermit cave, okay? Because the number 9 in tarot and the solitude card, this is representative of the hermit card. People aren't going to find you if you're not putting yourself out there, group number 4. I know, again, a lot of you are afraid about that heartbreak that you've experienced, but I really want to emphasize that you have done the work. You have healed your heart chakra. You have manifested, okay, with the 3 of Wands, you have manifested a relationship which is on the horizon. It's coming in. You can trust this person. I just saw 1111 right as I was about to say, you're about to meet your soulmate. I'm really excited. You are about to meet your soulmate, okay? Group number 4, for those of you who are single, open your heart. The 12th house is about unconditional love, okay? Open your heart to the new love that is on the horizon for you, group 4, because it's coming in hard and fast, and you've got to be ready for it. You know, no more of this you being in your own little bubble inside and not wanting to let other people in. Open up the floodgates. You are ready, group 4. And for those of you who are watching this video and you're in a relationship, if you've had any doubts about the relationship that you're in, don't question it. They are your soulmate. I know times have been tough for a lot of you, but things are turning around, group number 4. New moon, oh my God, I'm getting the feels. New moon in Sagittarius. Luck is on your side. Look at this bow and arrow. It's Cupid's bow, group 4. Trust what's coming towards you. You've earned it. You've manifested it. This is for you, okay? pull that arrow straight back and fire it, okay? And don't try to watch where it's landing. It's going to hit right on target for whatever it is that you've been dreaming of and whatever it is that you've been manifesting, group number 4. Now your crystal action card is really funny. Okay, tourmalinated quartz. I hope that's right. Get out of your own way. Move. Get out of your own way, group 4. Happiness and enjoyment and love and fulfillment is coming towards you if you just scooch on over. Now lastly, your animal totem card is the fish. I'm just going to read out the description for you. I am really excited for you, group 4. Drop me a comment if this resonates or you end up meeting your soulmate or your twin flame. Please leave me a comment. I'd be really excited to read it. Fish. Restlessness. Change of focus, lost in the current. The fish loves to be subsumed in life's current. Nothing pleases it more than movement, movement, and more movement. The roaming lifestyle of the fish may be exhilarating for a while, but usually leads to wariness and slippery relationships. With all the possibilities out there in the vast waters, the fish becomes lost without clear goals and intentions. Spend some time with the lunar forces, dear fish, as the peace and calm of the moon will soothe your soul. When in balance, adaptable, travels well. When out of balance, distracted, changes mind often. To bring into balance, set a small goal and accomplish it. Well, let's unpack this for a moment, group 4. For those of you who are not in a relationship, the movement thing is you feeling like you've done the damn thing. You've been on so many dates, you've met so many idiots, and you're just kind of over it. With this fish energy, you're concerned that they're all the same, right? You know, fish travel in a school. Oh, what's different from this one person to the next? Someone different is on the horizon. And I know you've been in these slippery relationships, but you know, not with this next person. And they could be a foreigner or someone who's very, very different from you. But I'm feeling like you have cultural backgrounds which are vastly different. They're of a different nationality to you, or they could even be, it could be someone that you meet abroad, or they're here from another country. I'm getting that quite strongly, group number 4. Anyway, that's all I have for you today for your December 2020 Tarot Pick a Card reading. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. If you want to see more content from me at Cailin, please subscribe to the Cailin channel. Enjoy your December 2020 group 4, and I'll see you next time.